Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since Sergey and I have actually recorded anything just because we've been busy and both of our cars are kind of fixed now and we don't really have anything to do on them. So I think it's been like a couple months, more like a month and a half now since we've recorded anything or put anything up on our channel. We will be doing that a little more regularly, probably just because we do have more parts coming in for each car. But for my black '05 STI, by the way, I'm in my room, so yeah, didn't want to film outside because we're right by an airport and it is super loud. You probably wouldn't be able to hear me. But yeah, anyway, so it's been a while since we've recorded anything, and my black '05 STI is doing really good. It's actually done with its break-in tune. I am currently running normal Schaefer's 550 oil. I ended up going probably 2,000 miles on the break-in. I know other people suggest like 25 to 3,000 miles for the break-in, but I really couldn't wait just because the car has been down for so long in the winter, and I just got it fixed and I needed it to drive. So I just put 2,000 miles on it for the break-in and then decided that's good, put regular oil in it, and then now it's driving perfectly. Also, I do have a Pro Tune on it currently. I'm done with the OTS map tune on it. I was running anywhere from stage 1 to stage 2, 91 octane. Don't really know how much power it was making. I know I was reaching peak boost at around 17.5 psi, 18, something like that. But yeah, I'm really happy with the Pro Tune on it. I went to Tier 1 Imports out in Liberty Lake, Washington, where Dom does the tune. He's a really good guy, really reputable, really knows his shit. So if you're out in Spokane, Coeur d'Alene area, Post Falls area, definitely go to Tier 1. It's just right off exit 299 over there in Liberty Lake. But yeah, tune on it is amazing. Only pushing like 305, 304, somewhere between 304 and 306 to the wheels. So I'm really happy about that. I know I built the motor for more. But right now it's my only car and it's my daily, so it's gonna have to be fine for now. Let me go out to the car, give you guys a real cold start, and then I'm gonna probably head to the airport and kind of talk more about what's going on with the car, what the next steps are, what the next process for it is, and kind of some of the plans I have for it in the next months, couple months, few months, whatever, by the end of the year too. So let's get to it. So I'm at the airport already. I live just right next to it, so it didn't take me long to get here. I am almost out of gas, however, so I do have to go get more gas here soon. But anyway, I kind of wanted to come over here and show you guys what is kind of going on with the car. Let me turn the car on real quick and see where it sits. There we go. But yeah, feedback knock, nothing. Fine knock learn stays at around 1.4 sometimes. It usually only does it when I'm at 3,000 RPMs or above. It'll kind of jump up there. and then as soon as I go lower than 3,000 or get into boost, it just zeroes out. And then feedback knock sometimes will go up to 2, but very rarely. But it goes away like automatically. Damn stays at 1. It hasn't dropped since I got the tune on it, which is really good. And then coolant temp, same. Numbers look really good on there. So I did end up having an aftermarket thermostat in there I bought from Advanced Auto Parts, and then I noticed that after putting it in there, the car would stay like 203, 205 for the coolant temp on there at like a stoplight, and then when I was on the freeway, it would run way too cold. It'd be like 167, maybe 170, and then as soon as I took my car to tier 1 to get it tuned, Dom over there told me that that thermostat in there is shit, so I need to change it. So I ended up going to Subaru and then buying an OEM thermostat from them, which was $40, and it's ridiculous. The one that I got at Advanced Auto, the shitty one, unfortunately, was only like $12-13. But yeah, you kind of get what you pay for in this. But yeah, numbers on there are good besides the, the fine knock learn, but the feedback knock sensor or the knock sensor really doesn't know what the fuck it's picking up. So it'll pick up anything, like even if you have bad suspension clanking around, it'll pick that up. As far as engine noise, I will show you here real quick. I'm not getting any kind of knock sounds or anything out of it, even later for 2,000 miles, 2,500 miles. It still sounds really good. Everything is stock on there, besides of course the SF intake, Cobb SF intake. Let's turn off the car real quick just because this fucking sound is annoying. Got a turbo timer on there. So I'm gonna have to put the e-brake handle down, put it back up. Alright, so now that it's a little bit quieter, like I was saying, the turbo has a heat shield on it. The downpipe has a heat shield on it, or the wrap on it as well. The catch can routed directly from where the PCV used to be for the crank ventilation. I just put a hose going up to the top there. Sorry if you can't see it. I can't adjust the fucking light on this at all, this camera. I had to call my brother on figuring out how to work it. But anyway, this other one, this bottom one, tees off and goes to the 2 ports on the valve covers. New hoses, new goodies like the parent covers and stuff. But really nothing done to it. I cleaned the filter. That's about it. But yeah, it's running good so far. And then the exhaust, kind of talk about the Blitzner spec here. It is my favorite exhaust by far. And I was actually thinking... There we go. It focuses. But anyway, the Blitzner spec, yes. So I bought it online from a kid. Take this stupid ignition out. I bought it online from a kid. It was off Facebook. He was selling it. He lived in Cali, so he had it on his like 05 STI, GD STI, and apparently it was too loud, so he didn't want to get a ticket for it. So I ended up selling it for like $650, and my aftermarket downpipe on this current car, or on this car, the one that I bought it with, was way too long. I slapped it on there, and the rear section, the actual Blitz muffler fit, but when I went in to put the mid pipe on there, the downpipe was too long, so the mid pipe wouldn't fit, so I had to cut off a portion of the mid pipe, and then I ended up, fucking figuring out a way to make it fit, even though the exhaust portion was cut on the mid pipe. I fit it in there, slapped in some gaskets, and then drove it for 20, 30, 40 miles, whatever. and then noticed that the resonator, the Blitz resonator, decided to take a shit on me, so it started rattling really bad. So I ended up taking it to Tier 1, and then they removed the resonator and then welded on a straight piece of pipe, and then that got way too raspy on me. Like, I didn't like it at all. It got it started getting raspy like 3,000 RPMs. It was annoying. Usually the normal Bliss, or the Bliss my brother runs, it sounds really good. It sounds normal, and then as soon as you hit like 4,000 RPMs, it's deep. It's amazing. So yeah, I didn't like that, so I took it back to Tier 1, had them order a resonator in for me, I had them weld it in, and then now it's too quiet, so I don't really know what to do. I ended up finding a guy on Facebook who's located in Japan, and said that he could find a Blitz Nurse Spec resonator for me, so he found one off of some guy that was located in Virginia, so I ended up buying that for like I think $309 for just the fucking mid pipe. But I'm still waiting for that to come in. It's supposed to come in this Friday. What else? Oh, I also picked up a new baffle for my oil pan and new pickup as well, the Killer Bee one. I hear it's the best. They have really good reviews, and a lot of people like to upgrade those just because the pickups, the stock pickups like to crack. Fuck is going on here? Fuck it. Jeez. But yeah, the stock, what was I saying? Yeah, the stock pickups on the STI oil pan, they tend to crack, so I ended up finding that off of Facebook as well from a kid who was selling it for super cheap for both the baffle and the pickup for only like $140, and of course I paid PayPal, goods and service, that way I don't get scammed, and ended up paying like $360 overall, just for the shipping and everything and the goods and service fee. So I will be installing that here in about a week or two. I gotta wait for my oil cycle, to run through, and that way when I change the oil I can pull off the oil pan again and then reseal it. But yeah, other than that, there's really not a whole lot going on with this thing. Oh, another big thing. I was on base working at Fairchild Air Force Base, and one of the government trucks ended up backing into my STI right into the quarter panel here. I'll show you real quick. Right here. Yeah, I know you can't see it, and you won't notice it because it's been fixed, and it cost me $3,000 to fix. Out of pocket, yes. But I got it fixed, and I'm waiting to be reimbursed on that. Took it to a shop, and then they ended up like fixing this really well. It was like super dented in up here. I'll throw in some pictures for you guys to look at. That way you know kind of what I'm talking about. They ended up replacing, or not replacing, but taking off the rear bumper here and then putting it back on when they were done. And now I have these weird fucking gaps right here that I don't really like. And then same thing on this side. Or is it? Yeah, that one's a little more noticeable. That one's really fucking annoying me. But other than that, this car has been amazing, and I just gave it a wash and wax recently, and then I ceramic coated everything. Just waiting for parts to arrive, that way I can actually install everything soon, or the few parts that I have coming. Kind of give you a quick walk around again. So I'm going to end this video here. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Make sure if you do have any questions, post them down below. Sergey and I are really good at replying to each and every one of you. And don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.